Hello everybody, and welcome back to Certified Collectibles. This is another episode of First Appearance of the Week. This is Wednesday, September 11th, 2024. We'll be giving you all the first appearance in your comic shops today. Now this week we got a super light video for you guys. I think we only have 3 first appearances, 1 honorable mention, so only 4 titles on all to go through, but there's definitely some books in there to pick up for your collection. So let's go ahead and get started for the first appearance of the week, beginning September 13th, 2024. First up from Marvel Comics, Avengers Assemble number 1. This features the first team appearance of the Avengers. That's Avenge ERS. This is the Avengers Emergency Response Squad. Captain America, Wasp, Hawkeye, Hercules, She-Hulk, Photon, Night Thrasher, Lightning, Wonder Man, Shang-Chi, and Lightspeed. Now, we typically recommend picking up the first appearance of new characters or new teams in Marvel titles. You never know what Marvel Disney has planned for these characters they're introducing in the comics or these teams they're introducing. If they make it to the screen, whether small screen or big screen, collectors will race back to the comics and try to find the first appearances. That being said, though, this here is the first team appearance of these Avengers, these Avenge ERS, this Emergency Response Squad. This is not the first appearance of these individual characters, of course. So this one here, this may be a little bit more speculative than some of the other first appearances in Marvel titles, just because this here is already existing characters. They're just regrouping them into this particular team, this Avengers Emergency Response Squad. So this one here, like I said, maybe a little more speculative, but probably still worth picking up for the spec. For the cover price, if this goes big, you're in it for a couple bucks. If it goes nowhere, you're out a few dollars. The risk is probably worth the reward. So grab this one here if you can. If you can't, put in your B-list and take a look at it later on. Next up from Marvel Comics, Uncanny X-Men number 2. This features the first full team appearance of the Outliers. This is Calico, Deathstream, Jitter, and Ransom. Now, like we just mentioned, it's usually a good idea to pick up the first appearance of new characters or new teams in Marvel titles. And this one here is the Uncanny X-Men title series. This is the most popular title series for the X-Men. And like we mentioned in previous videos, now that Marvel Disney have the cinematic rights to the X-Men, you could definitely expect a lot more content coming out for the X-Men franchise, whether small screen or big screen. So in our opinion, this one here is probably worth picking up. Once again, this is the first full team appearance, not the first appearance of new characters. But you really don't know what Marvel Disney have planned for this team. And like I said, since they do have the cinematic rights, you can definitely expect a lot more content. So you don't know if this team's going to hit the screen, drive a lot more people back to the comics to try to find the first appearance. So in our opinion, this one here is worth picking up. Go ahead and grab this one here for your collection. And finally from Marvel Comics, Wolverine number 1. This features the first appearance of a new villain described as Ancient. Now this one here is one we definitely think you should pick up for your collection. This here is a premiere issue of the new Wolverine title series, and this also has a first appearance, so you definitely have a couple things going for this particular issue. I believe this is volume 8 of Wolverine, but any of these premiere issues for these long-standing title series, these are books you definitely want to have in your collection, and like I said, this also has a first appearance of some new ancient villain, so this is one you definitely don't want to miss for the cover price. And especially after the Deadpool Wolverine movie kicked a lot more interest back to the Wolverine character, this is one you definitely want to pick up. Go ahead and grab this one. And now for our honorable mention from Scout Comics, Sydney Hammer number 1. She's not your average journalist. She's got a magic hammer and she knows how to use it. Join Sydney as she battles gruesome ratsies and uncovers dark secrets involving bionic monkeys in this pulse-pounding, action-packed comic series. Now this is designed for fans of trashy movies. This is your ticket to over-top, monster-smashing mayhem. Now this here is being published by Scout Europe. This new sub-imprint focuses on European creators and formatting. So this one here is definitely going to be under-distributed and under-purchased by retailers here in the States. So this is one that may be a little harder to find. But because of that, it will have potential to explode in price if this gets picked up an option, or if this title series just spreads by word of mouth and people want this particular issue. It is being distributed here in the States, but like I said, a lot of retailers aren't going to carry this because this here is more of a European creator and formatting style. So this one here, a lot of retailers will probably skip on. But this one here is a Scout title. And Scout Comics has had a lot of their titles picked up an option for small screen and big screen projects. And even if they don't make it to the screen, that's a huge price driver. Since this one here is published under the Scout Europe, the sub-imprint, we don't expect the print run to be high. Like I said, the distribution is probably going to be low. A lot of retailers aren't going to get this one. It'll definitely be under-collected when it first hits the shelf. So this one here, in our opinion, definitely has some catalyst to grow. It will be speculative, but sometimes the risk is worth the reward on these. Grab this in here for a spec if you can. If you can't, put in your B-list, but definitely keep an eye on this one. So there you have the 4 titles we have for you guys this week. Super short week, but there's definitely some books in there worth picking up for your collection. So please feel free to drop some comments in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you like this video. And as always, please remember to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you for joining us here at Certified Collectibles, and we'll see you again next time.